If you look at the dictionary meaning of breakout, it means a forcible escape, say from a prison, or sudden and massive success. But in the case of the Harley-Davidson Breakout, well, it's a breakout from the old traditional Harley softail designs. It's a very refreshing design, and I've been riding this motorcycle for a few days now, and it's difficult not to fall in love with it. Why? I'll tell you in this video, but before I begin, I request you to subscribe to the NDTV Auto YouTube channel in case you haven't already, and please do click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on the latest videos from NDTV Auto. Alright, so one of the biggest draws of owning a Harley-Davidson is the way it looks. The story with the Breakout is the same yet different. Same because the kind of visual appeal and the mass it has and the road presence that the motorcycle has is unlike anything else. And different because the overall design of the Breakout is refreshingly different from any other Harley softail. The motorcycle just looks brilliant. I mean, the raked out front end, the massive 21-inch front wheel. Well, 21 inch is something that you only see on adventure motorcycles. This odd shaped LED headlight, which looks really nice. And apart from that, this nice, massive teardrop shaped fuel tank and this vast gleaming expanse of chrome. And if you come on to this side, well, you can also see this heavy breather air filter just sticking out, but not like a sore thumb. Then you have this 2-in-2 exhaust, again fully chrome. And if you come towards the rear, you will see that the fender is chopped and this massive 240 section tire in all its glory. Well, this is a motorcycle that looks more like a custom motorcycle, and rather than something which has been rolled off an assembly line. I absolutely love the way the Breakout looks. Now the Breakout gets a decent set of features which includes ABS and traction control along with a small negative LCD screen mounted on the handlebar which shows all the required info, although it is a bit difficult to read under bright sun. Alright, so let's talk about the ergonomics of the Breakout. It's very easy to swing a leg over because the seat height is a scant 665 mm, right? And well, the foot peg is positioned forward like you see in case of cruisers. The handlebar is nice and wide with a thick piece of chrome in the center. The moment you sit on this motorcycle, you get that feeling of being the king of tarmac. And you sit nice, wide, relaxed. But if you were to drag this out of a parking spot, it is going to take some serious muscle because this weighs in at 310 kg. But does all of that weight disappear on the move? Well, let's find out. But before we do so, let me make you listen to the exhaust note of the Harley-Davidson Breakout. So, are you curious to know what kind of an engine this monster of a motorcycle packs in? Well, it gets a 1923cc V-twin, also called the Milwaukee 8117, which refers to the cubic inch capacity. The behemoth of an engine is air-cooled and it makes about 102 horsepower at 5020 rpm, along with putting out a mind-blowing 168 Newton meters of peak torque at a relatively low 3500 rpm. To put that into perspective, the Tata Nexon petrol with a 1.2 litre engine makes 170 Newton meters at up to 4000 rpm. Talking about performance, well, the motorcycle pulls like a freight train. I mean, the kind of torque that it generates is absurd, just absurd. The sheer ferocity with which the motorcycle accelerates, well, that is something that you have to feel it to believe it. Well, the vibrations, they're not overly intrusive, they're very well contained. You do feel vibrations on the handlebar and the foot pegs, but nothing that is a deal breaker. And of course, this is a huge Harley and vibrations are going to be a part of your riding experience. The one thing that I found annoying was this fuel filler cap, which is well, annoying, so to say, because it was continuously vibrating. But otherwise, well, if you are somebody who wants to cruise at triple digit speeds all day long, the Breakout can do that with relative ease. Despite its sheer size and weight, it is not like you'll be left with a sour taste as far as dynamics is concerned. The suspension is surprisingly decent, more so than the current crop of 650cc motorcycles from Royal Enfield, I dare say. And yes, the Breakout does take some time to lean, but when it does, you will start scraping your foot pegs in no time. And don't expect to change directions on a dime, of course. One also has to be careful when negotiating big bumps because I did end up scraping the underbelly a couple of times. The ground clearance is hilariously low at 115 mm. Now, if you want to go long distances on the Breakout, you will have to be mindful of the wind blast, which will surely play spoilsport about a couple of hours into the ride unless your backside is not protesting already and your fingers aren't feeling tired from pulling in the heavy set clutch lever. This is the 2024 model of the Breakout and it is priced at 31 lakh rupees ex showroom. Yes, it is definitely expensive considering that you can buy the Ducati Diavel V4 for 27.2 lakh rupees and the Triumph Rocket 3 for 22 lakh rupees, both being significantly cheaper. Riding the Harley-Davidson Breakout is a one-of-a-kind experience. It has exceptional street presence and incredible pose value, but the best part is that king of the world feeling that you get when you're astride this motorcycle. The hefty price tag, the inherent flaws, and that heavy weight, all of it shouldn't be a consideration for you if you're a Harley owner already, or if you plan to own one, the Breakout in particular. What are your thoughts on the Harley-Davidson Breakout? Do let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please do give us a thumbs up and please do share this video with your family and friends. Till then, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon in the next video from NDTV Auto.